It's XCOM2. Hello again, we're back. Well rested after the best mission ever last time. I was thinking about that afterwards, and it had some similarities to the mission, the ill-fated mission, might I add, where we had to pull an early evac, and in the process we lost Sinatra. I suppose the difference between that mission and this one, or rather, like, that mission being the mission where we lost Sinatra and this one being the mission from yesterday, is simply squad experience and the fact that we had much better positioning when we had, what was it 17 enemies bearing down on us or something crazy. Irrespective, I'm currently standing by the statement that that was the best mission ever. I really enjoyed it. Stressful and nightmarish though it was for a while there. It was really good to actually see the squad get through to the end. But we're back for who knows what today. We've got a new Spark unit ready in 19 hours. We'll probably see them, which is super nice. We've got everything else is a while away. Shadow Chamber is our next sort of major objective that we're working towards. Plasma Rifle Tech finishes around about the same time, which is super nice. We did manage to get our first Archon Corpse, which we'll need alongside the Spectre Autopsy for the Plasma Lance. It looks like the Archon actually unlocks a huge amount of melee weapons and things like that that we are slightly less interested in because we got the assassin weapons for our assault infantry, but nevertheless things like the Ripjack would be pretty good to have. But yeah, the Archon, I think, were it not for the fact that we have the assassin weapons, is slightly less relevant as a result. Nevertheless, it will be something that we want to get hold of eventually because that Plasma Lance is going to be part of our arsenal for sure. In the meanwhile, though, we'll just continue with plasma rifles there. No reason to be changing.
The chosen warlock is without question the most loyal of the Elder's children. In his many verbose orations, the warlock has made it clear that he will make us pay for our defiance of the Elders. In truth, I suspect prolonged exposure to exceedingly high amounts of psionic energy have long ago warped this creature's mind.
Thank you for expositing at us there, Tygan. Yeah, you're probably right. The Warlock is a little bit loopy. Who am I to argue with the science man? So, we have got a squad available. 6 there. Spark makes 7. We've got a staffed infirmary. Not too worried about wounds overall. We've got a sabotage the Advent Monument mission. That expires in 3 days, so we've got a bit of time there. I suppose the thing for us to do is, whilst we wait for the clock to tick down on that sabotage mission and wait for this covert infiltration here to reach maximum over-infiltration, is continue on with making contact in the Western European Ward. Home to onions, omelettes, and the boot. We aren't going to go for that dark event removal unless I am remembering incorrectly. It would be for midnight raids, actually. Yeah, no, we're not going to go for it. We've got the faction order where if we're in a position where we want to recruit rookies, we can use the faction order. So yeah, we can just let that ride. Jailbreak the faction soldier is another Templar, which we're also good for. We have 2. And another assault mission to neutralize the field commander in 5 days, so that's grand. Looks like it's dark event o'clock. We'll go and say hello to our new Spark momentarily, because they will need a class. And what I'd actually kind of like to do in the proving ground is get towards Black Ice rounds. They'll upgrade our blue screen rounds quite comfortably. It's only 3 days, so we might as well get after that. But yeah, let's go say hello to Diurna, our brand new Zebra Spark unit. Zebra. Is it a zebra or is it a zebra? It's neither, it's a robot. So, for Diurna, I think we've got artillery. I think our next spark is probably going to be a Pioneer. Frontline melee battlefield control, equipped with an incinerator and a shield. And core spark systems is the exact same as for the artillery, so really we want to get Diurna here to level 2 fairly quickly. I'm going to check something in the Proving Ground to that effect, incidentally. Beyond that, though, fine control means that the Chemthrower won't hit unintended, in quotation marks there, targets with your Chemthrower abilities, and you gain an extra movement only action whenever it's attacked, which is pretty cool. So, a bit of a more, even though it's got like 11 mobility, it's actually a bit more of a mobile spark unit. Looking forward to getting this guy out in the field. Welcome aboard, Zebra Diurna. And yeah, quick check in the old Guerrilla Tactics school for a little something here. We were to go Spark, all Spark Soldiers core Spark systems proficiency will now start at level 2. I actually think we purchased that because that means Diurna now can bug out after entering the old stasis if they were to go down miserably. So if we just take another gander at the soldier abilities, level 2 has Counter Strike, which is wonderful, but most importantly, Reboot. Takes enough damage to be killed, health reduced to 1 HP, shield for the rest of the turn. So yeah, that's given Diurna here just a little bit of extra oomph. And their primary weapon is the Incinerator. We will probably look to get upgrades in place once we field Diurna here. I'd like to get some ranks and promotions on the go for our new robot friend as soon as possible. I'm looking forward to giving them a good old-fashioned hunt, such as it were. So then, back to scanning, and I think we'll actually have the opportunity to field test Diurna there relatively soon. That's just over infiltration, and there we go. We're at the point where we need to run this mission now. So what have we got here? Experimental rollout, 50 crit defense, 66 explosive damage resistance. Ooh, nah. While at full health. And a high concentration of robotic enemies. So actually, maybe we don't field Diurna on this mission. Maybe we'll work on a squad that can actually deal with lots of robots instead. And I don't think fire is the answer. So. We're in city center, which means a marksman is on the table for sure. Maybe Durthel as well, if I recall correctly. Durthel has got increased movement in urban. Yep, and a sapper would be probably ideal to do armor stripping. Kind of sucks that we won't be able to field Kurog for another. Well, we could field Kurog. It will just be at the reduced health. That might actually be a good call now that I think about it. Yes, let's bring Kurog with us, and we'll bring where were you? Not Apprehension. I'll bring Goonstone. Wherefore art thou, Goonstone? There you are. We do have Zari available as that marksman. I think that's probably worth its time. And then that leaves us 2 more spots for probably looking at I'm torn between an assault infantry and Templar. Templar's kind of winning out because Bolt can do some work here. We don't have any tech specialists. We've got, well, I'm lying, we've got 1, but Kerwin's currently on an infiltration. So tech specialists aren't available. Giga actually doesn't yet have the rank for armor stripping either. So that puts Giga out. Yeah, I'm thinking the Templar is probably the way to go over the assault infantry here. And then I guess we'll bring Shandin to roll the blue screens, which maybe are out in the field right now. We'll have to just do a quick unequip here and then fix all that nonsense. So, Plated Templar, we need the weapons as well. Zealots are 4-5, Tempest are 7-8. We can sell those Zealot gauntlets, that's useful. Blue screens, there they are. Would have been nice to actually have the black ice rounds by now, but c'est la vie, huh? For the auxiliary weapon on Kurog here, I'm wondering if the EMP bomb isn't the right choice, and instead we'll probably just throw a additional grenade in the mix. You've got your ordnance accelerator over the ordnance launcher, and you've got the Lago over the Archangel, so that's all taken care of. Goonstone kind of wants the ammo slot on the rifle, although now that I say that out loud, we're already running AP ammo on Zari, so I guess that's fine. So that, don't know where we find a use for the Talon rounds here. We could actually run a Rashi on Durthel, which I think is the right decision. And then Stasis Vests are plenty for sure. Goonstone here is going to run the role of providing, my failure to find words, healing through the first aid. And I guess we'll run Plated Vest on that show. We do want an EMP bomb in the mix. I think that's probably going to go on Durthel. And maybe we want to roll Mag Support Cannon, well, or Mag Cannon, either or, right, over the rifle. Although now that I say that out loud, if I take a gander at Shandon's skills, yeah, we could run high caliber, you know. Tough decision. Now we'll hold on the AP. See, the reason I'm thinking actually of just spending this 20 is Shandon's kind of one of the core people, right? At this point, what a No, you know what? We'll stick to the mag rifle over the cannon. Probably not going to need to worry too much about carrying a mag shorty with us here, I would expect. What wouldn't be bad? Let's see here. It's not really. I guess we'll roll a bipod on. Yeah, we'll run the advanced bipod on old Sparky. Kind of wondering if we actually throw Sabo rounds on here. Although, now that I say that, we don't have Sabo rounds. Of course we don't. Been waiting for those Sabo rounds for our entire lives. No such luck. Rest is just kind of whatever. I think this is us. Unless there's anything else I'm missing. Do we want to roll a grenade on Goonstone? Probably. Venom and Dragon rounds aren't going to achieve much against robotic enemies. Smoke bomb wouldn't necessarily be a bad call, actually. Maybe we roll the smoke bomb on Kurog. Do we run a smoke bomb on Kurog? I think so. Yeah, we'll run smoke with Kurog, and we'll run frost with Durthel. Durthel's basically going to be gunning, except for when the EMP grenade is available, to actually do some work for us. It's an EMP bomb, I should say. Last thing then. Don't really think... Yeah, there's nothing... Although... No, we'll hold off on smokescreen for now, that's fine. That's fine. I think this is us. Operation Hooded Snake to bomb another statue, increase our region income, and delay the Sealed Armor Dark event. Quite an important one. Not the most important for sure, but certainly relevant. And we're dealing with enemies who have 50 critical defense and 66% explosive damage resistance whilst they're at full health. So, and as well as that, a lot of robotic enemies. So, interesting sit reps for sure, but let's get after it. We've got Dirtle, Kurog, Goonstone, Zari, Nacho, and Shandon taking the floor. See what this team of this ragtag crew can do. We're down in Mexico and we're in a city center, which is kind of nice. I like the city center maps. They are usually fairly interesting. Certainly a little bit more fun for, well, myself at least, comparative to endless sewers. I'm kind of curious to see, by the time this campaign reaches its conclusion, just how many sewers the squad have had to worm their way through. Current estimation puts it about 10,000, but I think that figure might be slightly over-exaggerated. La Paz. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Let's get after it then. Seen this before, but just to recap, it is a traditional gatecrasher mission. We get in, we blow up a statue, we get out. And also kill a bunch of enemies whilst we're in the mix there as well. So, first things first, we want to find a nice perch for our snipers, and this roof overlooks the objective really nicely. I think the smart choice would probably be to sort of come around this way first, though, rather than go straight over this roof. Although, there's no reason why we can't do a little bit of the old scouting with Zari here. It's a shame that doesn't count as cover, but Zari should have, unless I'm mistaken, quick hands, right? Yeah, you do. So Zari will automatically brace after sprinting. So take this cover and see what we can see, I guess. Okay, we got mechs, hunters, purifiers. And we did see something at the objective, but it faded out of existence. Well, it didn't fade out of existence, it faded out of sight as soon as it came into sight. This is good. This is a good starting point. Let's see what these guys do, and we'll move the squad into position to deal with them in some form or other. 10-4. Kurog, I guess, wants this roof too, although probably not as forward as Zari here. I wonder how far we would move forward with Kurog. Let's just bring everyone else up first and then make that decision, I guess. I don't want to leave this corner open for Goonstone. Nothing to stop Nacho, sort of. In fact, yeah, we'll just bring Nacho with Dirtle. Shannon can go with Dirtle and Nacho too. And then our sniper squad can get up on the roof quite comfortably from the looks of things. We'll hold Kurog back, probably here. Just, I don't want to trigger... Kurog's obviously got a much wider detection radius than everyone else, so don't want to trigger things if we can avoid it. I kind of feel like we really should have put the AP rounds on Goonstone, because she's going to be reloading Kurog most of this mission, but it's a mistake we'll just have to live with.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Okay. So, Black Ice, Muton, and I think that was 2 mechs, but I can't be certain. More importantly, our opener is looking really healthy here. So I think what we do is we'll open up on these, and then we'll bring Kurog probably down here. That should still give Kurog sight. Let me just have a quick check here. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. That still gives... I'm looking over here when the target preview gives us all the information we need. That does give Kurog sight on the objective, so that's pretty sweet. Okay then, so... who opens? I guess Goonstone's probably got the nicest shot available. Landing on the mech wouldn't be bad, but the mech's probably going to go in, like, the mech's not going to find cover, so we want to try and get some work in on the Purifier or Hunter, really. Let's go. Choices, choices. I guess we'll just go for the Hunter. We'll try and use the AP rounds on the Purifier.
They spotted us.
Nice. Wasn't sure that the kill was going to connect, but I'm super glad it did. Nice of the mech to break concealment on Zari there. Really appreciated doing that, actually. Okay. Does Nacho kill this Purifier accidentally? No. It's fine. So, put the hurt in on the Purifier. I'm concerned about this Purifier's position, actually, because if it explodes, does it take out... Oh, I forgot about the return fire. If you expected that to happen, congratulations. Yeah, if the Purifier was to explode, would it take this roof out? I feel like the answer to that's probably yes.
Seems doable.
Time to find out. Maybe it won't explode. Maybe it won't explode. It didn't explode. That mystery will remain unsolved. Yeah, we're not going to shoot with Kurok this turn. Instead, we'll bring Shandon up. Shandon should be able to do the work we need on the mech here. Good enough.
Target neutralized.
Now the real question is, does Kurok... No, it doesn't. Okay, I was wondering if Kurok was going to activate this pack by moving forward, but it doesn't look like that's the case. Do we still want Kurok here then? Or up here? Probably here. I think, yeah, we'll stick to the plan. And I don't think overwatching's the right decision because Zari's now out of concealment, so we'll just wait. See if they move towards us. Doesn't look like it. Okay, cool. Well, let's just let's take a moment then. That's the activation. Okay, cool.
On your order.
It should be fine.
I can
Just
handle
concerned
that.
with stuff back here, but it's okay. It's okay. We're good. We're good. No overwatches again. Shandon is going to move. Goonstone doesn't have anything to do from where they currently are, but that's fine. And she's mostly here to support Kurog. Guess one thing... Oh, we've already hunkered down, huh? Okay. Nacho's got a stasis vest, it's fine. You know what? Yeah, we'll just chill for a minute.
Holding.
In position. Let's rock.
Good to go.
And do nothing.
I've got eyes on an advent position.
That sector pod's activated. Don't know that the black ice and its friends have, though. We should be able to deal with this sector pod without moving forward. And it looks like it was just the Lancer back there and the sector pod that have actually activated, which is super nice. So, put Shandon to work first, see if we can get some of that armor taken care of. Shandon might actually just be able to put this down, thinking about it. Maybe not, still got 12 hit points left. We've got 1 hit point left, good lord. I'd like Kurok to get the kill, actually. Because the gun sounds amazing. But also, looking for that promotion. I think we do probably want an Overwatch here. We'll grab that loot whilst we've got a moment to do so. Because that Lancer back there may well run in here.
Moving to Overwatch.
And Zari no longer has shots on these guys, which is fine. Natch can just... I don't know that Nacho can. Should be able to move forward.
Cover it.
Yeah, we're good. Okay.
Scanning.
Your first mistake was coming this way. Our mistake was trusting Zari. Oh dear. Nacho's technically the closest, so if it was to run in, it would go for Nacho, but that's fine.
My cover will only hold so long.
That's an activation on the Black Ice. Berserker Queen's here. Mech's been kind enough to give Shandon a shot on it. That's really mean. I was genuinely worried that it was going to try and missile at us there, though. So, you know, take what we were given. Shannon just gets to work on the mechs then. That's one.
Target eliminated.
And two.
X-ray neutralized.
Hey, so far so good. What we got here? Black Ice Codex is probably the biggest threat. So, what can we do to support our dear friend Kurog? I mean, Kurog and Zari both want kills in an ideal scenario. We can't really move forward without activating this additional pack that's in this little circle of shadow, I guess, or around about here. But the Black Ice kind of needs to go. Sure. Heavy Lancer and the Muton, less worried about them. That said, Zari actually doesn't have a shot on the Black Ice, so I guess we'll roll the Lancer. Off with its head.
Not too shabby.
And then, what kind of shot you got on the Muton there actually? 87, huh? I can roll an 87, sure. Okay. Wow, that is a lot of mechs. They are all here, and they're all willing to come in and cause us significant bodily harm, which is a problem for these two for sure. I think we'll go for another grapple. Lovely
What are
stuff.
we doing with this?
And then probably just take care of the Muton, right? Yeah. That's 3 mechs in the back there.
An efficient kill.
Which is
Give me a minute.
not an insignificant amount of mechs.
On Overwatch.
Nacho and Dirthel hold position here, although we could go for an Empower, but I think waiting until the next turn so we can like secure a kill on this Codex is probably the right choice. You just hunker down, actually, Nacho.
Maintaining position.
They're backing up. Advance.
Okay, Black Ice has probably made the smart choice. 3 new mechs. Are they going to give Shandon a gift? Has Shandon got enough ammo, actually? It's the real question I should be asking. I don't know that Shandon does.
I'll get him next time.
Shot from Goonstone there.
Armor's still holding.
Though even if Shandon doesn't have the ammo, we shouldn't be. Thank goodness they're not using their missile launchers. All I can say. We're really, really dicing with death. But it's not necessarily bad. If they missile launch, then you know these guys would drop. Shandon has to move regardless, actually. So we'd probably drop Shandon here. I would prefer to keep Shandon on the high ground, but we're running a risk of activating more. We've got 10 active already, so I guess they're already coming at us. Let's hold off on Shandon just for a sec. So what have we got to deal with here? Nacho so far hasn't really been able to achieve much at all. Although that could certainly change. We have got... actually think the Vault is probably the better choice here. Shandon and our snipers should be able to deal with the rest. Although, now that I think about it, maybe an empowered Vault. Just to guarantee. Yeah. Okay. So we'll roll an empowered Vault on this guy.
Now your suffering really begins.
Shandon probably gets 100% accuracy regardless of whether they're on high ground or not, but I prefer Shandon to hit the one in the back if at all possible, so we will drop. 96, 95. Close enough as not to matter, I hope. Yep.
Hostile target down. Gonna need to reload.
I think we could probably just take a reload with Derval and then just go for that 67. I think worse things have happened. Okay, fine. Does Goonstone have a shot on it then?
Got nothing.
Yes, she does. Cool. Alright, in which case we can reload. And then Goonstone should be able to take care of this mech.
Well, how about that?
Sorry, I need to reload. You're not going to be able to take out that trooper on your own. So, Zari does have a reasonable pistol shot on it. I guess we'll just go for a standard reload with Zari. See if Zari can land this. No, but
It's not good.
that's not the end of the world. We'll need Goonstone to reload Kurog next turn, but that's fine.
Yes, waste your efforts on the robot.
Absolutely. In which case, I think this position's working for us right now, so I'm going to hold it for at least one more turn. We may as well just give Kurog this kill.
These hands were a bit clumsy.
So, good night, Mr. Trooper. That could have been really useful last turn, but hey, you know what? It's all good. And yeah, this is still counting as full, well, not full cover, but certainly cover nevertheless. So we'll Overwatch, see what runs in.
Moving to Overwatch.
My senses are keen.
On Overwatch.
Probably should have reloaded with Shandon there, actually. That's on me. Nothing, huh? Okay. Well,
Good to go.
Overwatch.
it just gives us an opportunity to reload, which I'm absolutely going to take.
Ready to rock.
Green to go.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Got it covered.
I'm on it.
And a full round of Overwatches this time. Anything? No? Okay, fine. We're going to have to make a move then. But how? Let's go for Durthel over here.
Going.
Don't spot anything just yet. Okay. We can creep forward then. I'm not really a fan of having half cover as we push forward like this, but all we've really got available for the most part. Goonstone and Kurog want to keep close together. Zari probably is fine as they are. In fact, yeah, those three are fine as they are. So we'll just move in with the usual suspects, I suppose.
On Overwatch.
Sensors at maximum
Play this enemy within style.
I'm on it.
My watch
Hey,
begins.
you hear anything?
Stay put.
They're definitely out there. Ah, yes, they're definitely out there.
Looks like one of them came back for more. Let's make sure to take it out this time.
I don't know that that group of enemies in the back there, this one, these mutons and the black eyes, have actually committed to anything. It's a shame that these Overwatchers aren't going into the Queen.
Your training.
But I mean, even if they were going into the Queen, it doesn't look like anything was connecting anyway.
Shot wide.
Okay, they are... No, they're not. We've got 3 mutons, 4 mutons. And yes, the Codex is in there as well. Okay. Okay. So, many, many mutons. And not a drop to drink. Does Zari find a kill on any of these is the first question. Probably not, right? No. Nacho probably wants to find a null lance rather than getting in close because mutons are scary for melee. The Queen's here. Not really much. We bought actually, this cover sucks. That connects with the Codex and the Queen, which is pretty good. Can we make anything better? Is the Codex and the Queen the best we're going to get, or can we find 3? Probably not, right? Yeah, it looks like it's going to be the Codex and the Queen then. Yeah. Although, maybe we can find... Oh, let's do the pixel dance. Yeah, we can't find anything other than the Codex and the Queen. Kind of rather not deal with Nacho's cover if we can help it, but we can use Goonstone to reposition Nacho, I suppose, if their cover does go down. So let's go for the Queen and the Codex. Alrighty. Alrighty. Now, no one has a shot on the Codex, right, Zari? Oh, you do. 88%. Got an effective 12 health. Right, 7. Oh, it's got 6 shielding, my word. Oh my word. It's got an effective 13 health. That's not really a go then. Shandon can't find it. I think Shandon probably wants the suppression here though. Yeah, we can get at least 3 mutons in that suppression, so that's fine. We have got a frost bomb to potentially make use of here. Don't know where Dirtle can find it. Those 3 mutons actually would be pretty big for a frost bomb. Yeah, let's do that. Then we're not going to find it for the Queen, but well, that Queen is really hungry for Shandon, eh? Well, you know what? Nacho's got Blade Storm. Shandon's got Blade Storm at Nacho, or just get stunned, I guess. Sure.
We should do something about that aura.
Oh, Blade Storm did connect. Fair enough. Right. Don't understand it, don't question it. 6 to 7 on the Black Ice Codex from Kurog is going to enable Zari to find the kill on it, so yeah, we'll go for that. gets rid of the shielding.
That's why we need
That's unfortunate. Some bad breath right up in Nacho's business there. Looks like it wants to come on the roof now. And 88 isn't my favorite, but go. Nice, okay.
Well, how about that?
That's grand, and then that means we can snapshot this guy in the back. Oh, outstanding. That's a promotion to Major for Zari. So, no plasma grenade. There, no shot either, but that's not the worst thing. Maybe we're best off overwatching here. Kind of expecting the Queen to come up here to play. No shot from Shandon there. Does have one there. I wouldn't mind getting a shot in from Shandon here because it'll strip some of the armor. And I'd prefer if the Queen stayed on low ground. So, don't mean to use you as bait or anything, Shandon, but that's exactly what's happening here. Now, does the plasma grenade... Plasma would be 2 armor. This wouldn't be. I guess we'll actually just go for the grenade then. Yeah, there's no one up there to fall down and suffer harm. I'm fine with a stun. Does mean that it's actually in range for a second grenade, which is nice, so we'll get that sent. And Shandon's on fire now too. Is regenerating health thanks to the stasis vest. I think we go for a resupply. Urog needs it for any shot that they would want to take. Go for Dirtle now, which is fine. It's landing so many stuns. That's actually taking it out of sight for the rupture I was planning on though. So, Nacho stunned, Dirtle stunned, Shandon stunned. We probably take this and then we can snapshot. Because getting rid of those mutons is actually going to be quite important. Okay, that's brought it forward, nice. That means that we can hopefully land this rupture. Not just land it, but with a crit to boot. That's the gate. Or not the gate, actually. It's just outright knocked Nacho unconscious. Interesting. Was expecting a gate.
Back in.
Let's go. That's the gate. So I don't see that we kill it.
Tried that before. Don't let it get away.
Because Urog here certainly is not going to find 22 damage. Yeah, 19 max, unfortunately. Kinetic Strike doesn't land it either. We don't have any other answer. We're not going to kill it. It's going to get out with, like, no health left. Super unfortunate. I suppose then we might as well just finish the job on that move on that. Wowzer. Feels like we've been here before, where we leave this mission with someone unconscious. But I'll take someone being unconscious over them being dead. And it's still on fire. It's such an unfortunate situation for Shandon to be in. Guns are all fine. Nacho's asleep. So I guess we'll just see if we can get another kill for Kurog.
It hit the plate.
They're as weak as ever.
Yeah, that's it.
1-5, we have a limited window
And you
to
got the
act before
promotion there
active
as well, which
response.
is
We need
excellent.
to get those charges planted on the double.
So, can't reposition for another turn, which isn't necessarily the end of the world. We'll get Goonstone in for planting the bomb. And I guess Zari can go and get Nacho. Maybe Shandin can. I don't know. We'll just move everyone forward.
Menace 1-5, we have a limited window to act before
Still
active
burning.
response.
This
We need to
kind
get
of
those
sucks that
charges planted on
it's
the
actually
double.
taken so much damage from the burn. And I'm wondering, yeah.
Going up.
I think you were able to get up there. That's cool.
Seems doable.
I've learned something new about Gatecrasher today. And then we just need to pick Nacho up and go home.
Requesting emergency evac.
In retrospect, bringing Nacho was the right choice, just because we were able to put the vault to use. But with that said, there wasn't actually a lot for Nacho to achieve on that mission. I think maybe another sort of gunner of some description might have been the better option.
I hope you know where I'm going.
But until we can get the Shadow Chamber up and running, we're kind of running blind insofar as what enemies we're dealing with. So
Ready to push.
just have to roll with that. Nevertheless, promotion on Kurog's good. Major on Zari is good.
Detonating charges.
And that's another statue taken care of. Obviously the most important thing of all. Real shame we weren't able to secure a kill on the Berserker Queen there though. It was so close. So MVP actually goes to Kurog. 62 damage, 7 shots, 5 kills. Wasn't being, you know, fed those kills or anything at all, but nevertheless, good job. Goonstone doesn't miss. Zari missed 2 shots there, which were unappealing, to say the least. 75% shot accuracy is kind of unfortunate for a marksman, especially one of Zari's rank, but hey. Yeah, Nacho, probably Nacho's worst mission, insofar as the missions that Nacho's been on and done work on. Just, as I said before, not much for them to do. And Shandin actually missed a shot too, which is quite a surprise. But hey, Evans the Rake still managed to deal the most damage and of course took care of all of those mechs with reckless abandon.
We must never allow these dissidents to
So we built a spark, but then we took the other spark out instead of a new one.
Their victory today is a minor footnote in history. A small bump on the path of salvation the elders have set for.
But it's funny, like I haven't taken Kurog out on many missions, but every time I do, I'm always glad that I did. So I really need to be using them a bit more, I guess is the thing that I've learned. I actually didn't realize that Goonstone got a promotion there too. That's awesome. And not too bad on the wound timers overall, 4 to 6 days. Kurog went into that wounded as well, so not a big deal at all. So Cavalier, dedicated ammo inventory slots, super nice. Incendiary grenades or rockets can cause panic. Flashbangs get an additional charge or an extra action this turn. I actually really like the dedicated ammo slot. Not having the AP rounds was a big miss. And it would probably stand to reason that we don't necessarily need to bring Goonstone feed ammo to Kurog, especially with Death from Above in play. But yeah, that's fine. Volatile Mix is actually something I'm kind of thinking of as well. But hold off for now. For Goonstone, hollow targeting or covering fire. I think probably hollow targeting is continuing down that route of making Goonstone an absolute monster of support. Bonus defense and dodge based on distance from the attacker. We do tend to keep Goonstone pretty far, so this isn't too bad. But holo targeting is definitely the right choice there, I think. Supply run would probably be something that we can find a use for as well, so you know what? Let's burn those points there. Major Zari gets precision shots. Reduction in aim, but increased damage. And a one-action stun. Standard shots at the end of the turn will automatically put the marksman to Overwatch using their vector rifle or a pistol. Entering Overwatch with a sniper now only requires one action. I can see a use for that. You know, if we've cleaned up what's in view, we can then immediately Overwatch. Or concealing smoke. Probably going to go ready for anything. No. What am I saying? Probably going to go with precision shots. Yeah, let's go. Precision shots it is. Cool. Chance for Zari to deal more damage is a chance I'm more than willing to have on board. We're getting quite close to, like, triple figure kills with some of these guys too. Been padding on the lost. I don't think Nacho's been padding on the lost. I think Nacho's just got 66 natural kills. Jandin's been padding. But then I wonder how many of these kills are sort of like actual kills and not just the lost as well, because he's been on quite a few missions now. And he doesn't really miss. Anyway, it's for a stats update. A while away yet. Nothing really exciting in loot, but delayed the sealed armor, which is, now that I actually recall, it's the big one that we want to try and counter as best we can. It would make certain Advent's troops be immune to fire, poison, acid, all that sort of thing. Increasing our region income is super nice, considering how much of a hit that's been taking over the campaign as well. Up next, we will most likely be going for another field commander. Seems like we're killing a lot of field commanders at the moment. And then our covert infiltration is still a little bit of a ways away. And it'll be back to making contact with Western Europe. We move on the Hunter's territory in more detail. We'll probably start seeing a bit more of the Hunter as we get missions in Europe as well. That mission was certainly a nice, relaxing change of pace comparative to the mission that came before it. Hopefully we'll have a chance to field our new Spark relatively soon. Yeah, Diurna there. All that to come though. For now, we'll call things a day. Thank you very, very much, as always, and I will see you next time. Take care.